Hey all you bricksters, welcome, bienvenue. Freddie here from Two Loose Bricks with a Canadian view on the world of Lego, Mega Blocks, and other cool stuff. With a Lego City, Brick City update and how I've got it up to the point of where it's at right now. So this was a huge mess and I had to clean it up. And I had all this extra Lego that had to come down here, so I'm like, what am I going to do? So what I decided to do was build a second layer. And by building a second layer, that allowed me to go under the sea with SpongeBob. And I added a cool effects light into that to make it look like under the water. Turned out it was a blue light from the outside at Christmas time. Just one of those little projector lights. And it was one that I didn't really want to put back out because came up with this idea to use it for under here, and I've been stewing with it in my head and decided just to keep it out and not put it out in the Christmas decorations anymore. So it looks so super cool in there with the background and the blue light and all that. So yeah. So then moving along the next section, the power miners, and I got some Mars vehicles in there as well, but they're mining the power crystals for our brick city right there, and they're kind of hard to see, but they're in the far background, way in back there. There's a couple guys, and they got 4 or 5 crystals getting ready to power up the city. And then we move along, we have the Bat Cave, and that's in process. It has to be rebuilt. That's the older Bat Cave. And of course, the entrance into the mountain. Now, there's a whole method behind my madness and why I'm doing stuff like this, and the double layer and everything. And you're going to say, the train going underground? Yes, well, I'll explain that all to you in just a little bit. So we'll go up on the top of the mountain. The name of the city will be on the edge there. And then I have the army base, training facility. At this end here, the wonderful motorized cows who watch the train usually go by, turn their heads. I got a drone just hanging there for no apparent reason. Mr. Burns' house, and there's Mr. Burns right there. Of course, it's Mr. Burns' house because, you know, the Nuketown set is just down around the corner. So it's Nuclear City, I guess. Doctor Who paid a visit. And Chicken Burger restaurant in the back. Okay, the alien craft, which has blinking lights and whatnot, and usually a farmer being sucked up into the craft, which he's not there right now. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. It's going to be a set somewhere in here, probably over by Star Wars Land, I'm not sure. In the back we have our local sci-fi con, HellCon, and all the characters and people dressed up getting ready and going in and out of that. It has a permanent home here. You may have heard of the show. It's on Netflix now. Used to be a local show here. It was on Showcase. It was called The Trailer Park Boys. They're from my city right here. And check them out on Netflix, The Trailer Park Boys. It's an awesome show. There's the guys right there. Met them all before. Really a bunch of nice guys. And we have the bakery in the back corner. Pizza house next to it. The mock Apple store that I built, and Lego store as well. And that's all part of the Brick City Studio backlot, I guess you want to call it. And my tram really doesn't go up there. I'm trying to figure out how I might be able to get it up there. Even if it's just a little bit, I like to have a straight, go right back and forth, right up and down there. If nothing, just to mount this camera so I can do some macro shots. and have like a train cam type of thing for the stop motion. So basically the train that will go back here to show the people the different sets in the backlot tour will also function as a camera train as well, because I have a car made up that I can mount the camera on and use it as like a dolly type of thing. Now I've got to get that train, I got the switches, the turnouts to get from either side, but I got to figure out how to get it from there over to here. I have a long piece of 1x3 pine, 12 feet long, that I'm going to use as the base for the track, but I just got to figure out where I want to put it between there and not really block access to my back room, etc. type of thing. So I might have to go on a hinge and just fold down and come back up type of thing. I'm not sure. You know, do I take it off the main lower level that goes right around there, or do I make it as a separate from the top of the Brick City over to here and make a station next to the Disney monorail, you know, and have it come in, or have it come in flush with this? I'm so debating what I want to do on this. I don't know yet. I'm sure I'll come up with something. If you're curious, in the background I have a lot of collectible toys and stuff, and trains, model trains, HO model trains, N-scale model trains, all kinds of goodness over there. And I think I'll do a complete video of that when I can get at it. So as you come out of the mountain, we have Disaster Valley. Because I put the Nuketown set in the corner, and the zombies next to it, and down here as well, I decided, well, we have to put a plane crash here, because I had a plane, and, well, it wasn't missing parts, I was just really too lazy to rebuild it, and I wanted a disaster scene in this. So, I basically and of course the oil rig tipping over because it was hit by the Coast Guard helicopter, and we have a house on fire next to it. So it kind of really doesn't make sense. However, I'm getting to that. In the meantime, I put my Kiss concert just up on the shelf because I didn't want to have it in the city. Space scenes are up at the top, and of course all the planes up yonder, and some big builds up on the shelf as well. So moving right along, you have an entrance here into part of my park, and it is the Indiana Jones stunt show. Very similar to what you would see at Disney Studios. And over here we have some Disney characters. Ariel, Flounder, and the dragon from downtown Disney in Florida there in the lake. Pirates of the Caribbean, and a working pirate ship. Well, it was working, and it's kind of apart right now, but it does swing back and forth. So that's the ride in this section. Little entrance right here with some characters greeting people and stuff. And moving right along, on the next section we have the Cars Land, and they're just getting some work done there. And we have and we have the Friends juice bars here, and it's going to sort of double as the 50s style bar, 50-60 style bar restaurant in front of Cars Land. And behind Cars Land, we are doing exactly like what Disney is doing in real life. We're creating Star Wars Land. Basically, it's all in this corner right here. And there's all my mini models of Star Wars models. And I put R2-D2 and Yoda up on the shelves for easy access to get to them, so I can take them out to various things. So this is all going to be Star Wars down in this corner here and that shelf in back. Some ships and whatnot. I have a few ships up here in the ceiling somewhere. There we go. They're over here. Star Wars ones and a couple other planets hanging right there. Now, the whole idea behind my Lego Brick City is not just a Lego Brick City. You sort of see a little bit of a theme park thing going on here. Right. Well, there's another section to that as well, which I'll get to in a minute again. However, the whole thing is based on a studio. The train that goes by here is like the tram taking people on the studio tour. So you can see different sections. Now you're going to see similarities, knowing now that it's like a studio. Because I want to be able to have this set up so that I can come in here and possibly do some stop motion. Okay? And this has been something I've been really wanting to do for a long time. And since my son is into animation, I thought, okay, I want to do this. And he's like, we were talking one day, and he's like, yeah, it'd be really cool if you do something like that, you know. So so that I have my sets all made up, they're there, and they stay put. And that way I've sort of got two things going on at once. So the people can get on their little tram and walk, come through the studio tour tram, and they go through the Bat Cave, of course, and they go through the Power Miners set, and then they come over here and go through SpongeBob's set, and they go around the back side through it all again, and they eventually come out in to Disaster Valley, right by the Nuketown house there, and come right through the burning trees, and then go behind the wall of Indiana Jones and down along the back and into Star Wars Land. Now I wanted to keep it all low key right here in the center, with not too many high builds, specifically because of this right here. What this is behind this curtain is my power panel to the house. So people come and work on it and stuff, and there was stuff getting smashed all the time. So it's okay, I didn't mind rebuilding them. I just want something very easy to do. Likewise, I can lift this section of board up because it goes straight across, and it's just laid down on some 2x4s that are straight across. So if I have to get right into the panel, I can remove that, remove everything that's underneath it, and away we go. Okay, so that's sort of an overview of the main part of the city/studio. Now I got to figure out a way how to get my tram from over there over into the winter theme park. Now the winter theme park is in the middle, and yes, I have some friend sets in here, but it was mostly started off as the Christmas Village. Put all the Christmas Village sets out here and had a Christmas Land last year. And I also put the Ferris wheel here because I had no room for it. So I made that into a Christmas theme with the big sock on the front. But I have other stuff as well. I got some Toy Story stuff to go here, and I had the dinosaur, so I thought, geez, I might also put like the Dino Land in here as well. I moved my castle over here. So I'm building the base for the castle, and going to put the castle on that to raise it up a little bit, because, you know, Cinderella's castle is always in the middle and it's raised up a little bit. So you can't see it right now, but there's a very fine string coming down here, invisible thread that Tinkerbell uses. There she is, hiding on the back of the turret there, and we can just slide her up and down type of thing. It's it's kind of, anyway, scrap that part. And got the main entrance right there, and as you come in, you've got some you got some concession stands and whatnot, and a little skating thing going on before the tree there, and all kinds of the wintry scenes I got some mocks that I got in here as well. The candy cane house, Christmas tree lot. Well, that's sort of a mock, but not really. It's just kind of thrown together. The main entrance is definitely a mock, and the Santa's toy shop work belt is from Toy Story. It's the conveyor belt, and I utilize that in here as the toy making conveyor for the North Pole. Right here is a mock I created last year for Christmas. It is the manger scene, and we'll take a shot of it from the front. And there it is from the front. In Christmas past, I had this at the center of this table, like where the castle was facing forward, so it was the center of the display. Close-up view of the toy conveyor maker belt, and some elves and those guys busily working for next Christmas, getting the toys ready for Santa. And what wouldn't Winter Wonderland be if it didn't have an ice cream truck called Mr. Freeze's Ice Cream? The Disney monorail. I bought this a couple years ago when I was at Disney, and I had to incorporate it into my winter set. Usually used to go under my tree. I had it under my tree for a couple years, then I just decided, nope, I don't want it under the tree anymore. I want it as part of my set. So I added it in here as well. And it really makes this, I know, Disney-esque, but it's got my own touch to it. And of course, right in the middle, flying above, we have Santa Claus. Hey, Santa. That's what I've been doing the past while, getting this all cleaned up and stuff, and transferred over, and stuff moved down, and that's basically it for the update. And this is the mess of stuff I have left to find a home for in these displays or shelves. It's really not too much. There's some odds and ends. I think some of it's going to end back up in the build the parts, so I can build some more mocks and stuff. Got some. Well, I got a plane in the boat there, so they have to find a home. This castle stuff, not sure what I'm going to do with that. Put it somewhere, I guess, and just some odds and ends kicking around here. Yeah, I got some builds in here too, so I gotta get them out. That's it. All the Christmas trees and snowmen and that have to go on to this set as well. When I get it almost finished, I'll be back with another one for you guys. Hope you enjoyed watching this update, and I will see you again. Until next time, I'm Freddie from Two Loose Bricks, and remember, if you can dream it, you can build it. I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel so I can bring you many more great reviews, mocks, hauls, builds, tutorials, and other wonderful videos.